Bill, and I'm glad you're here. Now that we've put this sliding ladybug robot together, let's take a look at just exactly how it works. There's a battery that has electrical power contained in it. There's a motor that takes electrical power and converts it into mechanical motion. There are wires that connect the battery to the motor, and there's a switch that gives us a convenient way to connect the wires and disconnect the wires by sliding the switch on and off. When we slide the switch on, the battery is connected to the motor and the flywheel is spinning. When we slide the switch off, nothing is happening. Now, mechanically what's happening is the motor is spinning this flywheel, and the flywheel has a screw and a nut way out near the outside of that wheel, so it makes it unbalanced. And as it spins around, it swings that weight this way, then that way, then this way, going around and around, and it makes the body of the sliding ladybug vibrate. And since these legs are attached to the body, the legs vibrate as well. Now the legs are made of springy kind of wire, and so the end, let me turn it on here, you can't really see it except that the end of the leg looks a little bit fuzzy while it's vibrating because it's a very small motion. But you'll notice it's enough to make the eyes turn around and wiggle, and you can feel it vibrating. And what happens when you put it down on a hard surface? It moves because the ends of the legs are being pressed against the hard surface at a little bit of an angle because the legs are not going absolutely straight from the body. They're slanted a little bit toward the rear. And that means the weight, which is resting on those legs, as the leg end vibrating moves back and forth, it gets a little bit better grip on the tabletop here when it's pushing back, and a little bit not so good grip when it's moving back forward. And so every vibration, which is tiny, but they're happening a lot, very fast, every vibration is pushing back a little bit from each leg. And we can also get a little bit of steering here because we can bend the front leg to one side, and that way this difference in stickiness, if you will, is pushing to the side. And that makes it turn. Then if we bend it the other way, it turns the other way. And that, very briefly, is how this robot works. Now we're going to use that to play a little bit of a game here. If you get just anything that's fairly lightweight, it has to be light enough so that if the robot hits it, it moves and you can tell it hit. I have some yogurt and other kinds of containers here that have been emptied out over time and washed out. You can use paper cups or styrofoam cups or anything like that. Anything that's convenient size and very light. And, whoop, I went the wrong way. See, if the robot hits it, it moves. Now what I'm going to do is try to straighten the leg out a bit. I went the wrong way there. Because what I want to do is aim this and try to get it to go in between. I hit that one. There, it's moving a little bit sideways, as you can see, because some of these, the legs in the back are not exactly straight either. But you can learn how to aim the thing And that's a game that's described in the booklet. You get 5 points if it goes through without touching anything, 3 points if it makes it through but moves one of these goalposts, 1 point if it doesn't go between them but touches one of them, and no points if it just goes off without doing anything like that. And be careful to catch it before it goes off your table, because it may or may not survive a drop to the floor from this high. Now we're going to make the game a little bit more challenging here by putting something in the way, and that way we have to go around it. We can't just go in a straight line. So, hey, not too bad. Okay, I made it around there. You can find other ways to have fun with this. I have had a good time putting this little sliding ladybug robot together, and I hope you have too. AstuteKidDotCom